I couldn't be live earlier. Sorry. Hopefully someone will fly on here. Sunday! Sunday, fun day, just driving around. Looks like I got one person watching. Mark Rizzo and Deb Wood, what's up? What's going on, guys? Oh, I hope things are well wherever you guys are at. Found at 7:45. I know. What happened was, I'm staying with my new girlfriend, and her sister came over with her kids, and we started talking, and it was great. And then all of a sudden, her mom came over and dropped off my girlfriend's daughter and all this stuff. So all this stuff's going on, but it's really good. It's really good because I'm staying busy, and that's what it's all about, right? So yeah, that's why I wasn't on at 6. Anyways, I love you guys too. I'm glad that you guys are doing all right. What are you guys up to, man? Sunday. I got 313 subscribers all of a sudden. It's crazy. I'll tell you guys this though, I don't know. With the whole counting down on alcohol and kratom and stuff, it doesn't work for me. I can't do it. I just can't. I don't know. I suck at it. I really suck at that part of it. I'm good with the Suboxone thing, but every once in a while, it's I don't know. It's nice to have something to relieve your stress, and I'm struggling with that. For me to say I'm going to be completely off this or that for 30 days, it's really hard. I got to do it. I'm going to do it. It's just hard. It's really hard, your mind, your brain, and the chemicals and all that. But I'm surviving. I still have my job. And oh, by the way, remember guys, Jason Cole back in the day? I was telling you guys that my old business owner or business partner had, bailed on me and just completely stopped talking to me. So all of a sudden, recently, he's come back into my life, and I'm pretty sure that he just bailed on me because I was negative as hell, and I was just negative because that's just the way that I was, and I still struggle. I still struggle with being negative. You guys can probably tell, but it's hard to be positive in a world where you see things in a way that maybe other people don't see it. I see this world as completely controlled, and I don't even believe in the things that they teach us in school, the history. I don't believe in our history that we're taught. I don't believe that the earth is actually round. I think that there's a lot more to be discovered in this world. Anyways, I don't know. You guys are saying some cool stuff. I got to stay positive. I got some guy from Australia in here. That's great. Do you guys have any questions for me? Because I always just randomly talk and try to keep you guys entertained. Do you guys have any questions for me? Anything you guys want to ask me? Feel free. Otherwise, I'll just try to fill time with talking for a while. It's crazy. I'll just take you with me on my travels. I'm picking up some wood. Deb says she agrees with me about all the other stuff. That's cool. I'm surprised how many of you guys don't reject some of the crazy things that I talk about, like the fact that I believe the earth is flat, the fact that I think that there's really I used to actually totally believe in Trump, and I thought that America was a country that was we were doing something. We're America, I was really proud of my country for a while. And I realize that that's all a bunch of bullshit. I would love to be proud of my country, but the reality is that our history has been completely tampered with, and we don't even know what year we're really in. We don't even really know what's all our maps and everything's been redrawn because there's been a lot of wars, and his story is whoever wins the battle rewrites history. So we're living in we're living in a world where the New World Order pretty much kicked the Old World Order's ass. All of the old buildings. See, America used to have all these amazing buildings, and you'll see them at the state houses. You'll see them at the White House. You'll see all these buildings that we can't even build anymore. We don't build structures that last anymore. We build structures that deteriorate and fall down, so we have to continually build them. And really, it's a money-making scheme. They never want people to actually have time to think about self-improvement or improving themselves or becoming more enlightened, there's just nothing sustainable in this world. It's everything is meant to be, it's all about, free energy's out there. We all know that free energy's out there. I don't know how to do it, but they did know how to use it in the past. And there's no way in hell that the controllers are going to allow us to have that technology, because why would they want us to have free energy? That would just allow us to have free energy up here, because we're wasting our energy on needing to pay for this crap. We're dealing with old technology, guys. I mean, everything that we're driving around in cars and all that, this stuff's already been invented a long time ago. You got a scooter that runs on batteries, that's no big deal. That's in the 1800s they had that shit. We are a bunch of idiots. And we need to realize that, like, don't go, I'm talking to anyone, don't ever go around acting like you know something, because you don't. I don't. Just realize that we've all been completely fucked in the mind. We're at war whether we realize it or not. We've been warred against our entire lives. Why are we so screwed up? Because our entire history and everything we've been taught's a total lie. I gotta run into the store. If you guys want to stick with me, that's cool. I'll be right back. I don't know, I'm feeling talkative. Let's see where this goes. I'll be right back. I'm back. Alright. Can still rate the substance. I guess it's different. Don't let it. Surely you can hold a conversation that may challenge your beliefs, mate. Marky, I don't know what you mean by that, buddy. Don't. Still can relate to the substance, I guess. I'm just reading your comments. Okay, someone said, did you get off subs with the expectations to use nothing again, or were you struggling with kratom, alcohol expected? I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Anyways, I was trying to read. Okay, don't let it show. Not sure what you guys are trying to say to me. Anyways, I'm back on my way. Forgot what I was talking about, but my mind's been kind of on like these things. Like, it's always on that shit. I always think like, where are we? Like, what's really going on? Because our world's fucked up, guys. Like, don't you see that? We're being like poisoned by the food we eat. You guys can look up in the sky, man. Like, don't you see like them spraying us with all that shit? So it's sort of hard to go about your day for me and have a super nice day when it's like, okay, it's sunny out, but wait a minute. There's like 20 planes out here playing tic-tac-toe with the chemtrails, and all of a sudden, like an hour later, the sky is completely hazy, and the next day it's all of a sudden like snowing like you wouldn't believe, when yesterday it was like 50 degrees. So if you think they're not doing a lot of their manipulation, I don't know. Anyways, as far as the boxing goes, I mean, I'm off that. It just comes down to every day. Like, you want to go to work and you want to feel good. You want to have your, I like to feel like like where my mind's going, and I'm feeling good, basically. So what do? You have a coffee, smoke a cigarette. No, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. You have an edible, you have this, you have that. Try to make yourself feel better. What are you supposed to do? I guess you're supposed to just drink water and eat healthy and never do anything to enhance the way that you feel. I get it. But it's hard. It's hard. Especially in this world where everything's so messed up. And the way I see it, I mean, if I could see things with a softer eye, it'd probably be alright. Like, when I was younger, I didn't know about all this stuff. I didn't see things the way I see it now. And everything seemed fine. I had no clue that this world's totally fucked up. I didn't know. But now, unfortunately, once you see something, you can't unsee it. So I'm not even encouraging any of you guys to look into the stuff that I'm talking about, because the further that you go down the rabbit hole, I don't know. You become closer to truth, but further away from happiness. I don't know. I talk about Jesus a lot, but honestly, you have to have faith. And if you really want to go down that path, you got to lay down your life. And I'm not necessarily laying down my life, am I? These are things that I think about all the time, guys. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about. But what else is there? Like, where are we going once we're dead? Where are we going in life? What are we doing? Like, is this just to have any regrets moving in with your lady? I'll talk about that, Justin. I don't really have regrets, but I worry about is God mad at me for what I'm doing? I am a believer in Jesus, but I'm open-minded. I mean, I have to have faith for that. You have to have faith to believe that the earth is round. Because you've never been there. You've never been out there. You never really saw that. You've never been out in outer space, so you can't tell me that shit. You have to have faith to believe that the earth is round. You have to have less faith to believe that the earth is flat, because that's what we observe in planes and all that shit. I'm just saying, it's like ridiculous. There's more lands than what we've been told. We've been told there's only this amount of lands, and you go listen to Bill Nye the Science Guy, and he's going to say it's a closed system. I'm an ugly fuck, and I'm an irritating son of a bitch. But what you need to know, I'm Bill Nye the Science Guy, is that this is a closed system, and you cannot go outside of that. Well, that tells me that he's a fucking liar, and that there's an ice wall around us, and that we can absolutely, there are other fucking lands that we don't know about, and we're just idiots that fucking sit here and listen to that shit. And we just, whatever they tell us, we just believe it, because we're dumb fucks. Wake the fuck up. I'm probably, I can see people leaving my channel, that's fine. Wake the fuck up and realize that everything we're being told is a fucking lie. Mercury's not that toxic. It was in all of our homes. Mercury is so dense. You can take a 120-pound anvil and set it in a pool of mercury, and it will literally, it will float. A 120-pound piece of steel will float. But yeah, they had to get it out of our schools when we were kids. They had dogs sniffing it out, because that's like one of the secrets to like how to, mercury is one of the secrets. How they built the pyramids, how we get free energy. All these different things they tell us are bad. Think about it. Are you sure? Are they really bad? We're being lied to, dude. Like, we've been conquered. We're being conquered. Even by Donald Trump's an evil bastard. Like, he's one of the elites. I don't even think that he, like, thinks for himself. He's probably MK Ultra. And I'm just saying, guys, like, we need to think for ourselves. Like, if the media is controlling you, if you're thinking that, like, anyone that makes music is cool, and they're influencing your life, you're an idiot. You are an idiot. I'm just saying, like, if you're listening to, like, Jay-Z or, like anyone, you're an idiot for thinking, like, they're anyone, because they're totally, like, part of the system, controlled, and they're fucking you. Mentally. So, you need to think about what kind of music that you're listening to and shit. Yeah, I know I seem kind of crazy for the things I'm saying. It's fine. I know it seems, and it's all good. Anyways, what do you guys think? You guys think I'm crazy, and this world is what they say it is? You ever eat these? Super good. I'm just letting you know, when it comes to the world is flat thing, in the 1920s they were teaching our kids that in school. Because it is. How in the fuck could it be round, dude? It's so stupid. Because they said, I'm a carpenter. I use levels. And water is always level. It can't bend. It can't fucking bend like that. There's no outer space. We have a localized sun. It's fucking flat, dude. I don't know, I'm just saying. I don't care. It's hilarious how many people I just lost for saying that shit. I just got a good comment I'm gonna look at. I like intelligent comments. It's easy just to say you're wrong or whatever. Give me something intelligent, man. Say something that's intelligent. Don't say stupid shit. Because I really don't have time for that. I look at it and I think, okay, you're a dumb fuck. I think this world is what God said it is, but I also agree with we are being controlled by the government through many, many avenues, including mind control. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. We're being the elites, the rulers of this world. You read about these families, these bloodlines. I'm going to start promoting books. We need to start reading books. Watching TV, the media is bullshit. Fritz Springmeier. Fritz Springmeier. Bloodlines of the Illuminati. Start there. You'll realize that Disney's a bloodline of the Illuminati. And Disney actually had, and he still does, Club 33. 33 means Masonic. We talk about these mud floods, right? Mud floods. We know that there is mud floods. We know there used to be buildings. We see them where you can tell there's more stories below, and what the fuck? I mean, I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought on that one. I'm just driving around. I'm trying to avoid this train that's right here. Let me get back home. All the world is a stage. Thanks, Marky. Okay, cool. We're on the same page. Sorry, buddy. The world's a stage. And long ago, these motherfuckers realized that, like, we can't control these people anymore. Because people just were warring. And think about this for a second, guys. If you've ever thought about direct energy weapons, I saw this on TikTok the other day. It blew my mind. A direct energy weapon could be, what is it called? It could be a magnifying glass. A magnifying glass is a direct energy weapon to an ant, is it not? Now imagine if you took that magnifying glass and made it huge. Huge. Even, and you could magnify, I don't know. And you weaponized it. You could fucking triangulize the sun into, like, imagine boats are coming on your shore, like back in the day when they had like sailboats and shit made out of wood. They're coming at you. You've got magnifying glasses. I mean, you could literally on the coast like burn their sails and like burn the hell out of their boats, and that's what happened, dude. Think about it. This blew my mind when I read about this. I'm like, it makes so much sense. Oh my god, like, how did I not think about that? Direct energy. It wouldn't even be that hard. And then with the technology we have now, can you imagine? I don't know, guys. It's fun for me to think about this stuff. It's fun. Like, I actually have fun to think about. Like, I know, like, that we have an enemy. We have an enemy that's coming at us, and like, I would rather see it so I can move out of the way than stick my head in the fucking sand and pretend like it's not there. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm gonna stop and just like listen to you guys for a minute. I'm kind of tired of it. I've been questioning a lot of things in the past, but I was consumed with things that I couldn't control. I didn't want to spend time thinking about it. Yeah, I hear you, Dave. Who wants to think about any of this bullshit, to be honest with you? I just want to have a fucking steak dinner and have a beer and not worry about it, right? But the reality is that these people are warring against us. There's nothing, we have to fight. What can we do? I think about it a lot. How do we combat this? You know, these guys, the enemy's warring against us daily, and they're organized, but we're not organized. We're a bunch of idiots. We're a bunch of fucking morons that were born a couple years ago. I'm 41 years old. I was born 41 years ago. And I'm trying to figure this out just with you guys, dude. Like, we're the real authentic people that God loves. He doesn't love those assholes. I mean, he loves them on a certain fucking level, but fuck them. Like, I have to find a way to love these fucking people that are demonized. Because we wrestle not against flesh and blood, and I have to remember that. Because it's hard for me not to just want to judge these motherfuckers, to be honest with you. Fuck them. My dad would be so mad to hear me say it, to talk like this. But that's how I really feel. Like, fuck these motherfuckers. But we can't look at it like that. We have to have love. We have to find a way to harness positive energy. Because there's so much negative energy coming at us, guys. Fuck. Think about it. Like, the phones, I can feel it. Like, the negative shit. Like, all the time. The fear, the crap that's, like, being pushed through the media. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm tired of it. Like, I want to make something good. I want to bring something good into existence. I want to fucking somehow change this motherfucker, and I just don't accept it. Like, I don't know, like, I've had these thoughts like, well, you just have to accept this the way that it is, and like, be in your own little bubble and like whatever. I don't want to fucking accept that. I'm not gonna be in my own fucking bubble. I'm gonna fight this shit in some way, some fucking how. I don't give a fuck. I want to fight this shit. I'm tired of it. They're coming at us with everything. Can't you see that? Fuck! And that's how I really feel. I'm sorry, but that's the reality. I just got kind of mad, you know? I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. Like, these motherfuckers got us every way to Sunday, and like we perpetuate it because we're idiots. Like, there's not many people actually doing this to us. It's a small and few, but they're the gatekeepers, guys. Yeah, all roads lead to motherfucking Rome, right? I'm not sure about that though. Yeah, that's smart that you said that, Deb. I just read a book called The One World Tartarians, and we're figuring this out together, guys. I'm not trying to act like I know something more than you guys do. I'm just a guy in fucking Detroit, Michigan, driving around trying to figure this shit out with you guys. But I mean, this is who I am. These are the things that I think about every fucking day. And I'm sorry if that's like offensive, but this is who I am. And it drives me absolutely nuts. Like, here I live in this town. I don't want to say what city it is because I want to protect people I love, but like there's all these fucking like weird, there's not, on the outskirts of our town there's these weird like purple lights, super purple, like almost like it's like black lights. You guys never heard about this shit? And I guess that's some kind of a way to like control us, or like, I don't know, like fuck with us, you know? I mean, I have no clue. We don't know about this stuff because none of us are scientists. Like, you ever think about the fact that like all of us, like, how much do you really understand about anything? You don't. You know your profession. Do you understand how these phones work? 'Cause I don't. We're basically a society that's super high tech, but we're all a bunch of idiots that don't know even how it works. So if it all shuts down, what's gonna happen? Remember back in the day, guys, when we used to have payphones everywhere. Payphones were everywhere. So if anything really happened, it's like boom, payphone. What if your phones don't work? If your phone doesn't work and someone smashes into your car and you don't have any way to get a hold of anyone, like what are you honestly gonna do? I've had that happen to me because I've lived a lot of my life with nobody, and that's why I'm super grateful to have a girlfriend and family now that I can rely on. But if you don't have that, and even if you do have a family, but you don't have your cell phone, what are you gonna do? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying that you should be living in fear. I'm not trying to fearmonger you guys. I'm just trying to say, like, shouldn't we do something about this? And the only thing we can do is love. We can love each other. We can love each other. We can fucking bring about good vibrations. We can forgive. We can pray for those who are literally, like, smashing us. They deserve hell. They deserve hell, but we can pray for them. It's so counterintuitive. It's hard to do. I don't want to do it. I want to slaughter every one of them. That's what I actually want to do. I actually want to slaughter them all, but that's not right. Because then we become just like them. We become the evil that they are, trying to change this shit. So we have to go completely opposite and switch towards love, man. We have to be the change that we want to see in this fucking world. You know, we have to fucking resonate. We have to have our just love, man. Crazy love. Love that doesn't make sense. Fuck material things, guys. You'll never have enough. You'll never have enough. You gotta love yourself. Provide for yourself, yes, but as much as you can, give to others, man. Because it's so much better to give to others than it is to receive. It's so true. You know, I'm sorry for being like this, but this is where I'm at. I mean, at 41 years old, I have made so many mistakes, but I'm trying to rectify them, and it's not easy. I'm very serious about it. I'm basically 41 years old, but I mean, I'm just a child on the inside, you know, in the great scheme of things. What the fuck? Anyways, I don't know. I guess I'm done ranting for a second. Let's see what you guys have to say. Give me some questions. "5G is horrible, Deb." I know. 5G is pretty bad, guys. Yeah, many different societies and religious orders. Yeah. Patrick, I'm alright. I'm feeling okay. You know? I'm just hanging in there. Taking it day by day like everyone else, you know? I mean, I don't know where I'm bound. I have no clue. I try to live every day. I worry about things that I shouldn't worry about. Life wouldn't be so hard if I just could live, I don't know, in the moment and just... If I could just not worry about things like, you know, the reality of life and where we're all heading, then it'd be all good. But the reality is I can't help but think about these things. And I'm still waiting on this train. It's hilarious. This train is just not gonna go. Not gonna pass us, so it's fine. I just don't get it. What else is going on? Sunday. What do you guys got going on for the rest of your week, man? Like, how do you guys feel about all this? Do you guys, how do you deal with the fact that we're all gonna die one day? And like, how do you rectify that? How do you guys feel better about all this stuff? You know, because I really need to work it out because I feel really scared about that. I think that I'll be terrified. I'd be terrified to answer to Jesus. I'd be terrified to answer to any loving God that wants to talk to me, to be honest with you, because I know that I've lived a very selfish life. You know, I've tried not to be selfish, but in many ways, it's hard. You know, I don't want to be selfish at all, but how can we live with like real love? What do you guys think? Like, how do we do it? I'm just driving. Honestly, I'm sort of like at a loss for words. Everything's good, but I'm trying to get back home. This train like will not allow me to get back home. It's a beautiful day though, like not a cloud in the sky. What do you guys think about 5G? I mean, Dab, you were talking about 5G. I don't know. What's it gonna do to us, man? I'm more concerned about what they're spraying in the sky. No. Up to Maine, Dad? My best friend lives up there in Maine. I wonder if he lives anywhere near you. Oh, there's another train. Wow. I didn't realize that this city is totally fucked. Like, you're blocked off by all these fucking trains. What the fuck? The city I live in, like, is super proud of, like, who they are and shit, but, like, it's kind of a bag of fuck. Like, it's so funny how people are. There's a reason why the city's cool. And I can't say it on here. Because it's not going to be accepted. And I also think it's cool for that reason, but it's not really accepted. Not something you guys are going to want to hear on here. But it's funny because there's two trains that don't allow you in, and then on top of that, there's actually a dump that's north of it. So really, we're downwind of that. So really, it's like interesting. But there's reasons to live in certain areas. Because honestly, you don't want to live in Detroit. You don't want to live in the ghetto, right? You don't want to live with people who are poor. That's all it really is. Doesn't mean they're bad. It just means poor people are typically more dangerous than people who aren't. And that's the reality. Sounds crazy, but it is. Anyways. Hope you guys like and subscribe. I'm loving it. Like, I'm having kind of fun, and I don't expect this channel to be anything, but I'm surprised that all of a sudden it's up to like 300 and some odd subscribers. And I talk to Kevin all the time and Nicole, and they're proud of me, I guess. They're destroying all the cities, Dad? What does that mean? I know they are, though, because I live in Michigan and about 300 miles from me, and in East Palestine, Ohio, which is pretty weird. They, there's like, they like chemicals and all that shit. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read stuff. Do the edibles help you with racing thoughts? Yeah, pretty much. Me and edibles, weed and I, like marijuana and I, are just something that goes hand in hand. Since I was like, I don't know, 23 years old, I found out about weed and never let go. It helps me with a lot of things. I'm not trying to advocate it for you or anyone else, but I would say if you aren't used to edibles, I don't know how it will affect you. It could make the racing of your mind even worse. Because weed will make you think, but if you're used to weed and you're used to edibles, it will help you because it'll like edibles just like kind of like slows down your heart rate, and it's just, I don't know, man, it really helps a lot. I don't think I could have done it without it. I don't think I could have gotten off Suboxone. Actually, I know it. I couldn't have gotten off Suboxone without the help of edibles. I couldn't have done it. There's no way I could deal with that like surging horrible shit. Me and Mary Jane helped you. Yeah, I know. It's like crazy. Oh. Sorry. Anyways, still trying to get home. There's a lot of good things in my life going on, guys. I just gotta keep it there. I don't know. I'm a good person. I'm not a bad person. I'm just someone who does stupid shit sometimes. I can't help it. I don't know. I like to have fun. If you guys like hung out with me in real life, like I would get along with every one of you guys, because my whole life I've kind of had to like deal and spend a lot of time with just random people, and people who had no money, people who had a lot of money, people in somewhere in between. I used to travel a lot, going, chasing after hurricanes, and I was on some. If you guys remember the Home Extreme Makeover with Ty Pennington, I was on like 5 of those shows. And when I say I was on those shows, I was just simply like a carpenter in the background, working on those shows. And so I just throughout my life have spent a lot of time with people, and I like people for the most part. I'm just rambling now, but that is the truth. So I'm a pretty down to earth guy, but I just have problems like anyone else. So it's kind of hard to like just continue to like talk on your live stream. So you're gonna hear me just talk about random shit, and that's just me. It's like as if we're hanging out for real, which we are. Stay positive. You're right. We are the change. No, Marky, I never did. I'm an idiot. I want to talk. Thanks, Marky. You're smart on that. The ketamine, no, I got 1 dose of the ketamine. It was like 450 milligrams. I put it under my tongue. I laid there, listened to music like they said. And honestly, I didn't feel much. I felt kind of happy, but I think a lot of it was just the placebo. And I probably should have just kept going with it, but I got so much going on, dude. And I canceled the rest of my like ketamine that was coming in. It's under the tongue. I think it might be better if you were to have it like intravenously, It didn't do much for me, dude. I wasn't impressed, and I was just like, no. And they try to sell you on like, oh, we're gonna like talk to you like therapy, like all they do is play nice music and tell you like everything's gonna be okay and like love yourself, and then you take this pill and like feel happy for a little while. It's a total gimmick. You know, whether it like makes your brain like better over time, like expands this or that, I don't know. Maybe it does, but like look at Steve-O. Steve-O did a ton of that ketamine. Look at him. Like, yeah, he got off of it, but I mean, he was fucked up while he was on ketamine and while he was doing coke and all this other shit. So I'm not sure that ketamine's like the end all be all. If it is for you, that's great. But I've been one that I've continued. I started smoking weed just to seek for answers, and then I started doing pain pills, and then mushrooms and acid. Seeking for God, seeking for answers, never found it. So I don't know. We all have our things that we do to get through the day, right? It's crazy. I'm just thankful that you guys have stuck with me this whole time. I've actually got a decent amount of people in here, and I appreciate all your likes and stuff. You're like the perfect type of. Yeah, dude. Like, thanks, Marky. You think so? Marky says you're like the perfect type of person for Ibogaine, and I would try it. I mean, as much as I just said, fuck all these drugs, I would try it. I've heard you can order it online too. I talked to a lady in Mexico that said for like, I think it was like $5,000 I could go down there for a week or two and take Ibogaine. And at this stage, it probably would be a good time because I'm already off of, subs. So to take Ibogaine would be kind of cool. I might do it, Marky. You got my email, dude. Let's talk, seriously. Let's talk and see what's up, because if you've done it or whatever, I don't know, shit, I'll try it. All I know is there's a creator, and I don't know if what the Bible says is true. I hear what you're saying, Doug. I mean, I hear what you're saying. It's like I have to have faith to believe in the Bible, yet the Bible has like how many different versions. I wouldn't be super offended at you if you're like, oh, I don't believe in the Bible. I wouldn't be super offended because, I mean, we're all trying to figure it out. I think it's ridiculous to say you're a bad person if you don't believe in Jesus because, I had to at one point say I don't believe in Jesus to find him. The way I found him was through a lot of seeking, and really I started to look into witchcraft. I just thought, well, maybe this is cool. I mean, nature, and I got into the New Age, and then the New Age led me into thinking about witchcraft and magic, not like real magic, like magic, like real magic, not just like some bullshit like Disneyland shit. And real magic is way different than what you would normally think. And it all it all like degrades into black magic, whether it's white or not. And ultimately, I figured out to harness any real power out of that. These entities will give you secrets and stuff as to how to gain stuff. But it's all they want blood. They want some kind of form of blood. They want chicken blood. They would love to have human blood. I've talked to witches too, like real witches, unfortunately. And this is true. They can speak to these entities. These entities just want blood. They want sacrifice. They want worship. They want masturbation. I'm serious. They want that kind of shit. I mean, I'm just being real with you guys. That's what it is. I mean, you watch Harry Potter and you think that's cool. That's fine. That's just a fantasy. Because magic is about feeding demons blood and really turning humanity upside down. And they will give you hidden knowledge, but that's what it's all about. Sorry to make you sad. Sorry to make you think that magic was supposed to be like some Disneyland thing, because it's not. Magic is evil as fuck. And that's why God said don't fuck around with witchcraft. But it's all good. I mean, I know I say some of these things and you may say, oh, I know that I'm right about it. Magic is nothing to fuck around with. Not at all. Anyways, I just got home. This is probably the weirdest channel there's ever been on YouTube. I don't know. It's as real as can be, and that's where I'm at. Here I am at home. Boom. Let's see what you guys are talking about. My whole boss is a witch for real. I know, Deb. It's crazy. I know. I had an experience with a girl that was a witch, and it's no joke. Like, they really do all that shit. Shh, guys. I just started at the beginning, and you are not crazy. It's flat. Yeah, I know it's flat. That's cool, Marky. I'm gonna try that shit. Let's hook up. Let's do the Ibogaine, whatever. But I'm just telling you guys, like, the Earth is definitely flat. Everything we've been taught is a bunch of bullshit. And I love you all. I don't know if we're gonna make it. I don't know what's gonna happen when we die, but I hope that we can all, like, not be fucked. And I love all you guys, and thank you so much for watching my channel. I think we should try to, like, find out. We should like seek after, like, the old knowledge of, like, how can we have free energy? How can we like have put good vibrations out into the world? You know what I'm saying? How can we do that? That's what I want to learn about. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys roll, and I love all you guys. Thanks for, like, being there for me. I'm not perfect, but I'm not on Suboxone. So you guys have a good one. Love y'all. Have a great day. Bye.